forgot to tell you. I wanted to share something with you. I guess you can call it a bank story. I won't keep. Yes, I decided to come back, family, because I forgot to share something with you. And I guess you can call it a bank story. In fact, yeah, let's call it that. The title of this UB2B is Bank Door. So, kick back, relax. We won't take too long, family, but I'd like to tell you something that one of our KTFA members spotted yesterday. I was very curious, very curious. So, with that in mind, I'll just simply call you Ed. Is that okay, Ed? How you doing, buddy?
Absolutely fine, Mr. Frank.
Thank you so much for being, willing to come and share this with us. Why don't you go ahead and tell them what happened to you and your wife? When you're done, then I will back the phone off and I will show them what you're talking about, okay, with the picture.
That'd be fine.
Thank you, sir. Go right ahead, Ed. Family, listen to Ed. He's got something he wants to share with you.
Well, family, we're so blessed to have Frank and his teams in our life in this investment. Uh, and if you're a good student, as Frank likes to say to us, you will take notes and you will recall um, his expressions and mannerisms and notes from the past. And like always, when these things resurface or we get a clue of it in the future, it brings us right back to that moment,
Mm.
and the light bulb goes off. And my wife and I had something like that happen yesterday, and I felt it very intriguing. And I called Mr. Frank, and he called me back today and was also intrigued, and we decided that we'd like to share it with you. So yesterday, July the 8th, at approximately 1 p.m., my wife and I went to our local credit union. Now, this credit union, the name of it is called Federal Credit Union. It is Philip Morris's credit union. So Philip Morris is a cigarette tobacco company that is world famous. Well, it's a small credit union. For many, many years, they only had one branch, and now they've got probably less than a dozen. And I've been with them as a member since birth. My mother was a employee at Philip Morris. Um, the woman that my wife spoke to yesterday, her name is Bonnie. She's a friend of ours, and she's known me since I was born and was friends with my mother.
Whoa.
So we can trust her, and
Mm.
she knows quite a lot about the bank. I had asked her in the past, were they going to exchange foreign currency? And she told me no. And she had no knowledge of anything about the dinar or any other foreign currencies. But she did talk to me in the past about she knew that there was a new system that was coming, a new financial system. So getting back to the story yesterday, when we pulled in, I stayed in the truck, and my wife got out, and she walked up to the front door and saw there was a poster taped to it. And I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it until I saw her pull out her phone and take a picture of it. Then that I realized, hey, what is she doing? Well, she went inside to take care of her banking business, and she dealt with Bonnie. And she asked Bonnie, what is this? What's going on? She said, well, the bank's going to be closed July 31st and reopen on Tuesday, August 4th.
5 days.
4 days. 4 days. It's going to reopen on the 4th. It's going to be closed to the
Okay.
3rd and reopen on the 4th.
Okay.
And so she said it's a new financial system, and we have already been trained in it, but we have to make everything come together, and we'll be working during those days.
Say it.
But
Say wait, wait, wait. Before you get to but, say that again. They trained for a new what?
financial system,
And the bank will be closed for 4 days
yes,
from the 31st of
July 31st of July,
until the
and it will
4th of
and it will
August.
yeah, will reopen. I think it's a Tuesday.
Keep going. Then what? And you said but, and then what happened?
She said that. they had all been trained on this,
Uh,
but during this time that they would be closed, their staff would still be working, but not for the public. They would be inside doing things. All the branches, every single one that they have, will be closed, and even the mobile apps and things of that nature would also be unavailable to any of their customers. So the bank will totally be closed. Now, I'm 56 years old and been a member of this bank since forever, and
never.
I don't know this
Yeah.
bank or any bank that's ever been closed for 4 straight days.
Nope. Not like that.
And
What else?
and for any so, but anyway, I looked at it as what I remembered from our teaching was that before this process happens, there was going to be a shutdown in Iraq where the banks could possibly be closed for 4 days.
Aki.
And we learned that back in November, December of last year. And then, as we talked more and more about this happening, Frank asked Aki one night through Walking Stick, when they close the banks, is your bank going to be closed? And Aki said yes. And Aki's bank is here in Dearborn, Michigan,
Michigan.
in the United States. So all of this just rang a bell, and I said, I got to get to Mr. Frank, tell Mr. Frank. Now, I find it intriguing because yes, this bank is not big enough to exchange foreign currency and things of that nature. But just like in Iraq with the banking reform, it has to adhere to a new financial system.
Right.
The ISO 2022, the Basel III, all of that, like Oliver Wyman banking reforms, the amount of money they have to have in their coffers,
Yes.
things of this nature, they all have to be able to work together. And we know that some of the pillars of the Oliver Wyman with the banking reforms in Iraq are that they must have the amount of money, a certain amount of money in their coffers. If they don't, they have a choice to merge with another bank, or they become insolvent and go out of business.
Don't qualify right. Very
That's right.
good. Yes, sir. That's all right. Good. Right. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So therefore, we see this or I see this as a possibility of this new system coming online and these banks coming online in compliance for when this blessing happens. And it would appear to me, according to how big the bank is or how small the bank is how much time that they need for it to be done. And with this being a smaller local credit union wanting to stay in compliance, it took them the maximum length of time to be able to get into compliance right before the deadline, or, in my opinion, right before our blessing.
That's a good point because you said it's a credit union. I remember seeing the picture.
Yes.
Wow.
And I just thought that was very, very intriguing and compelling, and a lot of connections that were made between articles and your teachings.
Are you going to be able to go see them tomorrow?
I'm going to see Miss Bonnie tomorrow. Hopefully she is working. Even if she's not, I will inquire. I'm going specifically to inquire about those things.
You don't want to go empty handed. Make sure that you select, or on your phone, you can get ktfos.com and you can bring up the final article thread. You're a member of my forum and you're a member of premium, right?
Correct.
So, with that in mind, you can bring up those articles and you can show her, look, this is what they're saying, this is what their intentions are. In fact, let me think. What was the one I just read today? Was it number 21? I think. No, that was about the new female governor at the CBI. I think it's maybe number 12 or 14. The one I read today. Take her that because that lays it all out what they're trying to do.
Sure.
Tell her that you have Iraqi dinars. Tell her flat out. And then I'm not trying to ask you for inside information, but are you guys trading with foreign currency also? because the new financial system, it makes you think that they're training with the American dollar. I think they're training for a massive influx that's about to happen. Now, let's show the family the picture that you sent me, okay?
Okay.
Oh dear. Wait a minute. It would be under your area code, and you are what is it? 804.
Yes, 36
Okay, hold on, hold on. No, no, don't say it.
806.
Don't say your number. Don't say your number. So now I have to go find 80. You sent me a text, right?
I did.
And it is buried somewhere deep in all of these hundreds of. Oh, look at that. That's because I talked to you earlier. All right, so family, the first picture that we're going to show you, it is the poster board is big. It's like half of the door, and it says a special schedule during our system upgrade. What system upgrade? Branches and contact centers will be closed Saturday, August the 1st until Monday, a Sunday into a Monday, until August the 3rd, it says here. Shared branches unavailable. Friday, July the 31st, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until Monday, August the 3rd. Online and mobile banking unavailable. Friday, it says the same times, the same everything. All locations and services will reopen again on Tuesday, August the 4th. We appreciate your patience, and I mean, you imagine businesses are finding out about this. Like, wait, I'm glad you told me. How am I going? I mean, how am I
Right.
going to run my business? How am I going to get money? How am I going to get change? I'm going to get. I mean, oh lordy, this is interesting. For 4 days, yeah. You can't shut down a business for 4 days out of the blue like that. That's not right. We appreciate your patience as we prepare for our next era of serving. Our next era of serving you. Scan this QR code. Visit. I mean, they're. Oh man, call. Okay, so this is Federal Credit Union. So here you go, family. Here's a picture of it. Now let's see if we can get the whole thing, family, Jan, so that they can snapshot. Okay, you guide my hands. That's the whole thing, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ed is watching. He can see it. All right. So that's the first one. And by the way, look here. Look at the size of that sign. So now, let me show you the other one. Now, Ed, you got to take over from here. This is a completely different one. It's another credit union, but tell them about it.
The next one is another credit union in our area that we are also members to. Now, found out a little bit more information about this later on today after we spoke, Frank.
Okay.
But this is Henrico Credit Union, and on their website now, they at the top of the page they have the word digital, and you can click on that, and it takes you into a drop bar in search engine, I guess, where you can put in all of your digital stuff to be able to, I would imagine, I'm not 100% certain, but I would imagine to be able to get you into your digital accounts for all of your digital wallets and things of that nature. And I found that very interesting because that's new. They hadn't had that. That has just recently popped up. But as inquiring into Henrico, I found out that Henrico is a large credit union, probably one of and Henrico County is probably one of the second largest counties in Virginia, second to Fairfax. So there's a lot of money. And what I found out about them was they did their upgrade to the new system 2 years ago.
Really?
Yes. So they are already upgraded and ready to
You're
go,
making
and they
go.
did it 2 years ago, and nobody knew it. And again, that goes back to what I was saying earlier is, you have a national bank, they've got a lot of money, they can do a whole lot of things at different times, they can absorb a lot
But
that has the least amount of impact on people, plus they can do things very quickly. As a timeline ends, those smaller banks that want to stay in business that don't have that much money or resources, they're going to need every bit of that time till they get to that finish line to be able to get into compliance. I believe that's where Call Federal Credit Union fell into, and I believe they are one of the last ones before this new system takes effect. That's all in my opinion.
yeah, but your opinion is rather, astute. I like your. I followed what you were saying. Yes, I followed your paper trail. It makes sense. Let's show the family the picture of this one right here. Oh, hold on. Let me blow it up. Let me blow it up so there. So let's make sure that they get the whole picture, Jen, so that they can take a picture themselves. That's good. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okie dokie. Well, Ed, number one, thank you for sharing this. Number two, yeah, you definitely are a good student. You talk with authority. You knew what you were saying. It was easy to follow your paper trail, like I said. And number three, present that question to them. Let's start out by telling your friend that has known you since you were a baby. Yeah, I got dinars. Were you guys training by any chance on foreign currencies? You know, like to exchange, and then throw at her the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. But don't throw any other currency, foreign currency at her. Just those two.
Okay.
Okay, she'll be impressed with you. So
Okay.
we want to find out that if that's the case, and then you say to her, look, again, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I know you can only say so much, but what I want to do is be prepared. You see, I got all these dinars, and I would love to be able to do business with you guys. Is that what you were training for? Now, don't be disappointed if she says to you, no, we were not training for that. I mean, what do you expect the poor lady to say? You know what I mean?
Well, for one thing, she's not gonna lie to me. She would just tell me, "I can't tell you that, Ed."
Good.
But more than likely, um, is we go back very very far. We're very very close. Our families are. If she knows, she'll tell me.
See if there's any way possible that you can ask those questions outside of the bank. If you ask her inside the bank, she may get paranoid. She may get, uncomfortable. You don't have any idea of the listening devices that they use. Maybe talk to her outside if you can, or
Yeah,
hand her a piece of paper with your questions.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, I'm gonna be looking for your call tomorrow. You let me know what happened, okay? And if you want to share it with the family, it's up to you. But the family now knows about these two credit unions. They now know about August 31st to is it August?
Just July
Pardon
31st
me.
till August
I'm sorry.
4th.
So this month, yeah, July 31st, August 4th.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
It's interesting timing,
Yeah, and you're making me think of other things. Yeah.
especially if you would ask Omar about his 2 months.
And that's why I just did that. Huh. That's halfway there.
That's right. That's right.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something. This is a good friend who is in the military. Well, was. They're not anymore. I call her Supergirl. Hi, Supergirl. So you're sending me. You say you don't mean to interrupt our show. Specific federal credit unions such as Security, First Class Credit Union, and Ballard Health Care Federal Credit Union are closing for major system updates on August 2026 because disclosure vary by institution. Members should check their specific credit union announcements to avoid disruptions. During these conversion periods,
There you go.
during these conversion periods, branches, online banking, mobile apps, and automated phone services are typically taken offline temporarily. The following credit unions have plans and so forth and so. Supergirl, you couldn't have got a better picture of me. Look at that one. When I went, thank you, Supergirl. That's part. Way to be our teams. Thank you. So they're closing. They say to check for. They're closing for a conversion period. Supergirl says, "I apologize." A conversion period of what? What would you convert if not currency?
It's more or less a collision of a new system.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, okay. I call it the four-way intersection collision of the ATO, the budget, the new rate, and all these things. Yeah, very good.
Not to mention, on the 15th, a launch of a new economic system with Washington.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a very weird month of July, isn't it?
You said it would be.
Actually, it was Kim Clement that said that. Wow.
Yes.
Any final words, my brother? Because this is really interesting. How many people do we have, Tink?
600.
Oh, only 600 people. Well, God bless them. If they didn't want to hear it, it's okay. Thank you. This was extremely valuable. Wow.
Well,
Anything?
I'm glad it was.
This.
I hope that it helps the family. And I know it's just intriguing and positive and uplifting. It is for me, and I know it is for you. And I appreciate you allowing me to share with the family. And as always, I appreciate you, your teachings, your time, your family sacrifice to do all that you do for us, Mr. Frank.
Thank you kindly, brother. Lord, that's my rewards. Your love, your beautiful words. God bless you. I'll say a little prayer for you, and I'm excited to see what that lady wants to share with you tomorrow. Don't
Yes, sir.
don't force anything, but you want to like what you did with me. You made
Sure.
it very clear that you knew what you were talking about.
For
So
sure.
so go in there with that same knowledge, that same attitude. I'll say a prayer for you, and I'm excited to hear from you. If I don't answer, leave me a message, and I'll get right back with you. Okay?
Thank you, sir. I will.
Indeed. God bless. Bye bye now.
God bless you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Thank you, Supergirl. That's very kind of you. In fact, you know what, Supergirl? I don't know if I can. Let me see. Boom. Copy. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try premium. Paste. Allow the paste. Nope, it's not going to work. It's all those funny numbers. Anyways, thank you, Supergirl. Thank you. Way to go. Way to go. Dang, girl, it's big. So this is the summation. That okay, alrighty. Hold on. Look what she just did, family. Look at that. Look how long this is. This is going to help you, family, to understand what Ed just brought to us. Golly, girl. Okay, I'm very grateful to you. Hold on, let me hit. Uh, so premium. Let's see if there's a way. Copy. Boom. Go back into premium. Boom. Boom. Paste. Allow paste. Boom. Send. Woo! Look how big that is. So yeah, thank you. That's a lot of information that I think will help to guide us. Alrighty, family. I I promise I won't come back. I promise. Y'all take care, okay? Sweet aloha. Bye bye.